Welcome to this edition of Georgian Bay Classics. You've probably heard of Amelia Island, Pebble Beach, but you haven't heard yet of the Cobble Beach Concours d'Elegance. We're here in the beautiful Cobble Beach Resort, and we're here looking at some of the most beautiful classic cars in the world. And I just would like to introduce you to the CEO and founder of Cobble Beach, Rob Mclees. Rob?
Mark.
So good to see you.
Great to see you.
And great to have you on the show.
Thank
Rob, you have an incredible passion. We're standing here at this beautiful resort, Cobble Beach. It's been a brainchild of yours and of your deceased fathers. We'd just like to hear more about that and, of course, more about the concourse.
Well, you can tell, Mark, we're incredibly excited about this. We have some phenomenal cars here today. We're so lucky. We have great supporters. And look, the weather may not be perfect, but it's great for taking pictures. We're very lucky. There are no shadows on the cars, so you can really get the cars. The colors pop with the green behind the cars, the blue of the water, so we're very lucky. We started working on this in about 2002. We bought the property in '98. My dad and I realized that this is a kind of property that lent itself to putting beautiful pieces of art on the fairway with the backdrop of the Georgian Bay, and how much more beautiful could it be? But it took us another 11 years before we could get our act together and get enough contacts within the car world to make this really a reality. And last year was our first year. We were very lucky. The car world really embraced this, and we're so lucky. This year we have judges from 15 states and 5 provinces. We have cars coming that came from Italy, from Colorado, from Florida, Wisconsin, and it just keeps going. We're very lucky.
And as far as for the local people, you have an opportunity to come up here and to be part of this experience over the last couple of days as well. How special is that?
Oh, it's been great fun. And with the Porsche test drives, everybody's had a lot of fun. We had our museum cars open to the public yesterday. We had 2 seminars yesterday. We thought we'd have about 50 people. At the first one, we had over 200 people. The second one, which was very esoteric on European classics with an emphasis on Suchek body, we thought we'd have about 12 or 14. We had 70. So we've been very lucky.
You've really surpassed what you ever expected this to be.
Very much.
And I think for your father's sake, for the fact that he would be very, very proud of everything that you've achieved here.
He'd be very excited. He'd be so excited right now, the same way that I am.
Yeah, I can see it in your face how excited you are. Look at this backdrop that we have behind us, Rob. We've got all the different classes of vehicles, and these are incredibly special vehicles that the public and all of us would never otherwise have an opportunity to see.
No, exactly. And as you say, this is the kind of thing that happens at Pebble Beach, at Amelia Island, and Villa d'Este in Italy. This is where the top concours, the kinds of vehicles that you'll see at those events. And it's very rare to be able to get them in one place. But we've been lucky. We've had the tutelage of some of the best, John Carlson, Ed Gilbertson, Dr. Paul Sable. They've all been so helpful to us that people actually came behind us and helped to pull these cars together. So we're very lucky. Steve Plunkett as well. And we've just had and Michel Lamoureux from Montreal helped us with the museum class. We pulled 5 museums, 3 from the US, 2 from Canada, and the cars here, it's great fun. You'll never see them anywhere else.
I know,
in one place.
And what a special opportunity for everybody to come and to view these cars. And people are coming from all over, not just from our Georgian Triangle area, aren't they?
That's
They're
exactly.
coming from all over the world to this special concourse.
It's so much fun.
It's so much fun. Can you tell us about some of the very special cars that we have here, Rob, and maybe some of your favorites?
Well,
are you able to share that with us today?
I am a little bit, but I tell you, I have to do the Chairman's Award, and I've just come from the judges' room, and I'm having a really tough time. There are 6 cars on my list in the Chairman's Award, and I have to figure out which one is going to win the Chairman's Award. We did the Margaret Dunning Spirit of Driving Award this morning, and we've got that selected, and even that one was tough because we had a participant tour yesterday, and in the participant tour, in the pouring rain, we still had 60 cars. And there were people lined up on the route, and it was great fun, and people were waving. We had a bagpiper at one part of the trip. Everybody loved it. We had ice cream at Big Bay General Store. It was just the people coming. We have people, some of our judges are from California, and they're coming from San Diego, San Francisco, and they said, wow, this is really cool.
This is really cool. One thing that I noticed in looking at your program, you have a brand new award this year that you didn't have last year, and that's in honor of your father. Can you tell us about that special award, please?
Yeah, that's the Willis Mclees International Museum Award, and that was to honor both my dad, but also these museums that have all these special cars that often they're left in the museums. They don't get out very often. And what it does by having the museums come to a venue like this, it allows them to get some publicity, and it allows the public to see them all together, which is really fun. We have the AACA, the Antique Automobile Club of America museum car, an L29 Cord from Hershey, Pennsylvania. We have the Classic Car Club of America museum, which is housed at the Gilmore Car Museum at Hickory Corners, Michigan, who sent two cars. They sent a 1903 Ford, and they also sent a 1930 Cadillac that was owned by Margaret Dunning. We have the Detroit Historical Society that sent a 1963 Mustang prototype, which most people say, well, that doesn't exist. Well, yeah, it predated the 64.5 Mustang, and it's really fun to look at because it's so unusual. We also have a 1914 Galt, a hybrid electric car. People say, where's Galt? Well, that was Cambridge, and it's built where the Lexus hybrid electric car is now built. That car was built hybrid electric 100 years ago, which is great fun. We also have a couple Mclaughlin Buicks. One is the Royal car, the Royal Visit car in 1939, and a 1931 Mclaughlin Buick. One came out of the Canada Science and Technology Museum. The other one came out of the Canadian Automotive Museum. The 1931 Buick grew up 5 doors down from my father-in-law, and when my father-in-law saw it in the spring, he said, I grew up with that car. That's why that car's here.
Very special.
We have an 1867 Seth Taylor from the Canada Science and Technology Museum, the oldest car in Canada. That's a really special car.
And in fact, I understand that car could be the oldest car in the world, or the first production steam vehicle in the world.
And the fact that it's still in existence, I think you may be right.
It's very, very special. Rob, I understand you have a particular passion yourself about classic cars. You actually own one yourself.
I do. I have a 1971 911E Targa. It's yellow. I happen to love driving it. I've put over 100,000 miles on it since I bought it 26 years ago. I drive it as my daily driver all summer whenever I possibly can. I do try to keep it out of the rain, I must admit. However, it's a wonderful car to drive.
It's here at the show today, in fact, is it not?
It is. It doesn't fit on the show field, so it's sitting over in the Autoglim tent, and they did a detailing on it. I was very lucky to get it detailed, and it just looks lovely.
And Rob, you have 3 sons, and I understand they have a similar passion as you have, and also your father has as well, about cars?
Yeah, we've been so lucky. As a family, we share a passion with the cars. One of our sons has a very special car. It's an RS5 that he longed after for a long time, and he managed to procure it. We've been so lucky. We just all love the cars, and we all love getting out here and seeing these cars and enjoying what we're all, for us, it's what we're all about.
Open book right now, Rob. Special question for you. Which car is your dream car? You own already a spectacular 911E Porsche. What would you like to own? Have you got any thoughts? Is there anything here on the field or in the museum that you said, oh yeah, if I had the chance, that's the car I'd love to own?
Mark, here's the problem. I am ADD, so I love all of these cars, and I get so excited by them that my wife says, dear, on September 14th, you can have 110 of these special cars. And so that's how I get my
So
car
you get
fixed.
your car fixed by hosting a great event like this. So Rob, I just want to say again on behalf of Georgian Bay Classics, thank you for inviting us here. Spectacular day.
Thanks
Great
so
to
much,
see you
Mark.
again.
Great to see you.